Hey guys, Viper 6 again. Yeah, there's, for those of you guys that follow soccer, or better known as football, FIFA World Cup is on. And my team is going to face off against England today at around 3 something over here. So yeah, I'm going to be home watching that. Good luck to my UK friends. I won't make any predictions because I really don't think Italy has the team I would have picked this year. And if everything goes well for Brazil, they should get it because, you know, they're on home turf. So it is what it is. I don't know if you guys are going to get some wind noise out of me today, because it sure sounds windy in my helmet, but whatever. So, come August, my wife and I are going on a road trip, not on the bike, because it's kind of long and she doesn't like super long. And I still can't ride long trips on my bike. I still have that shoulder and back and neck issue from when I got rear-ended. So that's not good. But yeah, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be jumping on the vehicle and driving down from Calgary to Portland, Oregon, and then doing the whole coast all the way down to Santa Barbara. So that should be fun. We did it once in 2009 and totally liked it. We did the whole Napa Valley area, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And the funny thing is, we even bought some wine at some of the wineries, and it's cheaper to buy it at the store than it is at the winery, so go figure. But yeah, I totally loved it. I love that ride. And then last time what we did was we went all the way down to Santa Barbara. And then from there we shot across to Vegas. And the funny thing is, as we leave Santa Barbara, it's 22 degrees Celsius. And by the time we hit, we start going through, I think it's the Mojave Desert. It was like we stopped at a rest area and it's like 48 degrees Celsius. So yeah, that was pretty retarded, man. Like, and you can't tell in the vehicle because you've got the air conditioning going, you know. So you get out of the car to go to the rest area, and like as soon as you step out, your face melts. It's like, seriously. But it's still not as bad as the time I was in Tucson, where I was out there with my flip-flops, and like they were melting because it was like 52 degrees Celsius. Like that's like retarded, man. It's like what lives at 52 degrees Celsius? But I did find some Cactus Pear, and it had my wife looked at me because I picked one, and she says, "What are you doing with that?" So I grabbed it, I put it at the end of the knife, I rolled it around in the trunk to get all the little needles out of it, peeled it open, and ate the fruit. She didn't want to try it. She thought I was being weird, but I said, no, it kind of tastes like watermelon, and it's really good because my parents used to buy the ones that came from Sicily because they're Sicilian, so it is what it is. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing, and we're not going to go see the Hearst Castle this time because we stopped last time, but San Simeon was nice and windy. And I'm hoping this time that it's not going to be, because I saw nothing of the Oregon coast, absolutely nothing, and I'm told it's supposed to be really, really nice. And the reason I saw nothing was because it was just like packed in fog, like serious fog, and it was like, seriously, man? No, it's cool. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. And then in October, we're jumping on a plane, and we're going to be going to Italy. We're going to land in Venice, do 3-4 nights over there, and then go to Florence, 3-4 nights over there, then Rome, about the same amount of nights over there, and then fly out of Rome and come back home. It's going to be a long trip, air-wise, because it is what it is, right? Being that you live on the other side, almost. And yeah, it's going to be kind of cool. I'm looking forward to it. I've never been back to Italy, which is like my roots, basically. And then eventually we're going to do the southern part, because that's where my parents are from. So it'll be cool. Looking forward to it, you know. Sorry, I saw some gravel there. I always shut up when there's gravel. Yeah, so it should be fun, you know. And at first I was contemplating, should we get a car to go back and forth, you know, like from one city to the other, and like, you know, my heart says car because I like to have that control and freedom, you know. But everyone I spoke to, including my parents, said, like, there's nowhere to park it. You're going to go stupid. Just get the train passes in between. So that's what my wife booked. She booked all the, all the hotels with a train pass in between. And Bob's your uncle. So it's all good. In case you have an uncle called Bob, that is. And if you don't, well, Bob's your uncle anyway. So that's it. So now we're entering the little town of Cochrane over here. It's a cute little town. I like it. You know, it's there's a place over here where they make their own ice cream, and it's good. It's really good. Not cheap, but good. It's like, still, man, it's ice cream. It shouldn't be like $5. But anyway, and for those that saw my previous moto vlogs on my new riding gloves, my other gloves are now feeling kind of lonely. Until it gets really stinking hot, then I'll switch over to my other new gloves that I bought last year, the Sedici. And there you go. This is that brings me to 13. Here Comes the Sun, because I think it was her that didn't know how to say it, because she said Sedici, and it's really called Sedici, which means 16 in Italian. So it's kind of cool. And this is what they look like. I mean, like, I don't know if you guys saw my vlog on those. It was these are Furygan ASF or AFS 10s, and they sell for like almost $300. And like I told you, I got them for $56 on AliExpress.com from China, and I'm pretty sure it's the same guys that make the originals, because, man, you can't tell the difference, and they're great. You can tell they're a really nice, comfortable glove. I love them, and they look pretty badass, man. Like, you got sliders at the bottom. Sliders on, like, everything is like super protection. I like it. The only thing is, when you go uphill, you smell the catalytic converters purging themselves from vehicles in the front. You get that sulfur smell, you know. Man, you see the amount of gravel that came across the road there? Not good. So now I guess I'm going to stop by the grocery store, pick up some chips for the soccer game. And as far as chips, my favorite are ketchup flavor. Yes, ketchup. Yeah, I like soccer. I used to play soccer a lot as a kid, well into my early 20s. And then when I gave up that because of knee injuries and stuff, mostly sustained playing hockey, because I only got injured once playing soccer, and that was like someone kicked me so hard in the side of the shin that it severed a muscle. So that put me out for 2 months. But so I coached all my kids' teams, and I pretty much was always given the misfits, like guys that, like, seriously, you guys are counting butterflies and clovers on the pitch, and turned them to some pretty decent soccer players, because I had some pretty high expectations. I told them, it's going to be fun, but you're going to work, man, because soccer is not a spectator sport. You play it. So that was fun. The kids enjoyed it to the point where they always got me a gift at the end of the season, you know. So that's cool. Oh yeah, Dennis, Mr. D Heller 777. We're coming up to some traffic lights over here. I'm going to point the camera up, and I want you to look at the top of the posts and tell me what you see. You see those sensors? Those are the beams I told you about that point at the lanes. And what they also do is that if you show up and there's like no other traffic, it'll change the light for you, so it goes green for you, so you're not just sitting there. So it's kind of really cool. And I guess I should shift gear, right? Yeah, those are they're amazing, you know. Because before I had issues, I missed like 3 lights. I'm sitting there, and it's like frustrating. It is what it is, man. There's another guy. Not a lot of bikes today. Yeah, because they're calling for rain any second, right? So, like, I don't mind rain. It's just that, like, you guys that have a cruiser understand the level of cleaning it takes to clean a cruiser of every nook and cranny, you know. And I don't like to use pressure washers on my cruiser, because a cruiser doesn't have fairings like other bikes, you know. And my pressure washer is like 3,200 psi. So it's going to shoot water in areas where it shouldn't ever see water, you know, in some electronics. So I prefer to just do it with a mitt and a hose. But it drying is a cinch, though. I have to admit, I love it because I don't even have to use anything. No towels, no nothing. Because my wife bought me a motorcycle dryer, which basically looks like the motor of a vacuum cleaner, but much quieter. And it's loud, mind you, because it pumps on a lot of air. But it's got a filter, so it doesn't pick up any particles that throw it on your bike. And the air that comes out is like warm to like almost hot. And you start from your windscreen, shooting this air all the way down and work your way down the bike. And it's like, it leaves no water spots, no nothing. And like it's dry in like 5 minutes. You dried your whole bike with not a spot on it. I totally love it. Yeah, I bought it online. I can't remember what make it is or whatever. But for someone that's looking for something like that, man, I highly recommend it. It's kind of cool. Yeah, Calgary seems to be in another bit of a building boom, even outside the edge of the city here. But you're looking at over $1 million a home. So, kind of cool. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for a bit. Later, people.